Hey folks, CA Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to a very interesting episodic series which I have titled as War, Waves, and Winners, Episode 1. Now, in today's episode, we are going to cover 5 key points. Number one, we'll understand why did markets crash today morning? Why are oil companies going down? Why is gold going down? What is the problem with LPG right now? Why has India declared an emergency with respect to LPG? And extremely important, what are the nifty levels in the immediate shorter term looking at the current global uncertainties? This episode is going to be extremely interesting, and upcoming 2 episodes will also give you a very holistic picture of what's happening right now. So if you have still not subscribed to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe and also hit the bell icon. Before we move on, I just wanted to thank everyone for giving an amazing response to my technical analysis using AI webinar. It was a full house and people across the globe attended it. I felt only bad for one point because many more people wanted to attend it, but because of the limited number of seats that I have in my Zoom meeting, I could not accommodate everyone. And to solve for that, I am announcing batch 2 of our technical analysis using AI webinar. It's going to be conducted on the 22nd of March, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And just in case if you want to have a glimpse of what magic AI can do, so for example, if I were to draw a trend line, of course manually I can draw it, but I can also code it using what? Using Pine Script and get these trend lines on your screen. And if you have some strategy and if you want to automate that, how can you do it? Just have a look at this. You can generate such buy sell calls using your own strategy and automate it using again what? Pine Script. But just in case if you're like, I don't know how to code, let me tell you a secret. Even I don't know how to code, but you can do all of these things using AI and put those codes in PineScript in TradingView. In this webinar, I'll not only teach all these points to you, but I will hand over all the Pine scripts to you as well. Just in case if you miss the webinar, you will also get a recording for 7 days. So hurry, seats are limited. Link is there in the pinned comment and in the description box below. Well, the biggest trigger for market fall was because of the shocks in oil supply. Now, what happened was over the weekend, lot of attacks were initiated by USA and Israel on Iran. Now, if you have a look at this, you will see that the BBC News article mentions night turned into day. Iranians tell of strikes on oil depots. So this is how the overall skyline looked like, and it is very clearly mentioned that Iranians have told the BBC about the moment several oil depots were hit by strikes overnight as Israel and US continue their attacks on the country. One resident said it was as if night had turned into day. So it's very clear that US and Israel are now also targeting the Iranian oil reserves now, or oil depots, I may say. Now, all these things are happening at one point in time simultaneously. I hope you are already aware of the fact that because of all these things, Strait of Hormuz is almost effectively closed. That's what you can also see here, which is very clearly given. Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most important trade arteries, through which about a fifth of global oil and seaborne gas tankers typically pass, has been in effect closed for a week. Now what happens due to this is that oil supply oil supply chain is completely disrupted and demand is more or less similar. Obviously price of oil is going to rise. If you have been watching my channel, if you have been watching my live streams as well, I had told you what could be the levels up to which oil may reach, and this is exactly what we had discussed just in the previous week, where oil was around $80. I said that $90 is something which seems to be achievable, and this is very very high target. And unfortunately, this is where we reached in less than 2 to 3 days. Now this is a daily chart. You can also see that there has been a big cool off today itself, but the way oil has increased, that is going to have bigger shocks not only on oil prices but also on markets. In the next section, we'll understand how oil companies can get impacted because of this. Just now we saw that there was a crazy spike in oil prices, but what happens exactly because of this? See, if oil prices spike, our transportation cost will increase, our overall manufacturing cost increases, and in all it leads to a higher inflation. Now if oil is believed to stay in the range of 100 to $120, inflation can remain at a higher level for a sustained period of time. And if this be so, there is a possibility that the rate cuts, interest rate cuts may get delayed. Now you may be like, okay, this overall oil scenario is clear, but how could it impact the oil related companies, something like HPCL, BPCL, or even IOCL? All these companies saw a big beating today. All these stocks were down by roughly 5 to 6%. Now why? Because for these companies, crude oil is their biggest raw material. What they do is that they'll buy crude oil, they'll refine it, and they'll sell petrol or diesel. But if their raw material shoots up like what, 25% in a day, or over a week, over 2 days it shoots up more by 30-35%, then obviously their overall raw material cost is going to go crazily up and their profits will take a hit. And because of this, all these stocks, be it BPCL, HPCL, IOCL, they saw a big beating of 5 to 6% today. But then logically you may be like, any company which is selling crude oil by drilling crude oil and directly selling them, so such stocks like what, ONGC, Oil India, at least these stocks should have gone up today. Did they go up? Answer is no. In fact, ONGC, oil, both were down by more than 3%. And when I saw this, even I was surprised, how did this happen? When I tried to read a little bit more on that, there are certain talks which mention that there is a chance that government may apply a windfall tax for them. Now, what is this windfall tax? See, when crude oil prices suddenly jump up, and suddenly means what, not by 1%, 2%, 3%, by maybe 15%, 20%, 30%. In that case, this gain is like a windfall gain. So, some gain which happens just all of a sudden without any expertise per se by the company. So, in such cases, government says extra paisa, give it to us as windfall taxes. Okay, so that is the reason why we saw some negative movement here. That is possible. That is possibility number one. Possibility number two, governments may say that okay, don't give us any windfall gain tax, but you will have to subsidize your rates and sell your whatever oil you have drilled. You'll have to supply this to maybe HPCL, BPCL, IOCL at subsidized rates, which will in turn again hamper the profitability of companies like Oil India and ONGC. So because of this, all oil related stocks today were down. I understand about oil related companies, but what about gold? Why did gold not surge today? Answer in the next section of the video. Now let's see what has happened to gold prices and dollar prices and understand with strength in one asset class what happens with the other. See, typically I'm sure you might have read this or you might have heard this, that during uncertain times gold typically rises, and that's what we have seen in the past as well. But what happens is that whenever there are uncertainties, two asset classes become very attractive. One is gold and one is dollar, and these two generally go in the opposite direction. Okay, and right now, because dollar is strengthening, gold is weakening. Can we see that in the charts? Absolutely yes. Just have a look at this. Let's check intraday levels from few days ago. Let's say 2nd March, we saw a high of almost 5,400 plus, and today's low we can see it's, wow, sub 5,000 you can see, and this is a fall of more than 7.5% in, I mean, from 2nd to 9th, that's barely a week's time, 7.5% gone in gold. What about dollar? Has dollar gained strength? We are checking DXY, and if you can see, this is 2nd March from the lows till today's high. If I were to check, dollar is up by almost 2%. Now, what happens? I'll give you a simple example. See, at this high point, you can see 5,430. I'll round it off. What does this mean? To buy 1 ounce of gold, I was required to pay $5,400. Now, if you see current rate 5,100, now what happens? I am required to pay only $5,100 to get the same 1 ounce of gold. And what does this mean? The purchasing power, or in simple words, the strength of dollar has increased. For those who are not very familiar with economics, you might just feel that I just said something ulta right now. I am correct. If I'm saying, if gold has gone from $5,400 per ounce to $5,100 per ounce, it means that dollar has strengthened or gold has weakened. I hope this is clear. In the next section, we'll talk about LPG. Now let's understand about the LPG scenario. You can see on screen that India invokes emergency powers, orders refiners to boost LPG output. Now let's understand this in some numbers. If you see here, the world's second biggest importer of LPG last year consumed 33.15 million metric ton of cooking gas, which is a mixture of propane and butane. Now, who is this country, which is the world's second largest or second biggest importer of LPG? Of course, it is India. And how much have we consumed? It's 33.15 million metric ton. Now, out of this, India accounts for about two-third of LPG consumption. Now, imports are two-third, means almost 66% is just imports, and very important, with Middle East making up to 85 to 90% of that supply. So I hope this entire scenario is clear. 33.15 million metric tons is total consumption. We are the second biggest importer of LPG. Two-third of whatever we consume is imported, and 85 to 90% of our imports pass through the Middle East. And of course, when I'm talking about Middle East, of course, it has to be through the Strait of Hormuz. And if that is closed right now, I hope you can understand what big problem we could be in right now. Now, in that case, we have to understand how much reserves are we left with. And for that, if you have a look at this, you can see it is very clearly given that India has enough oil stock for 50 days. We are looking for more options, is what government sources are saying. And out of this 50, they have given a split with 25 days worth of crude oil and another 25 days of petroleum products, is what the government sources have mentioned. Now, it is because of this maybe that it is given in this again news article, which says that all oil refiners are asked to maximize and ensure that propane and butane available with them are utilized for the production of LPG. So all in all, government also understands it's not only about petrol or diesel. LPG is also extremely critical for us, and they are trying to ensure that we don't have any shortage in supplies of LPG. And even our refiners are asked to maximize the production and thereby ensure that there is no shortage in LPG. Now, if you have been following my channel regularly, you might be aware about this part, which is about the immediate levels to watch for Nifty. If you have not watched one or two of our recent videos, this is something new for you. If you have a look at the screen, I've already discussed about this, that this is very clearly a head and shoulder pattern which is being formed on Nifty, which has been formed on Nifty right now. I have not considered these 2-3 candles. Reason is very simple. This was the budget day candle. Immediate next day recovery was on the cards. This is about the India US trade deal candle. So I've just ignored these 2-3 candles in the entire pattern. And here, if you see, very clearly this has been formed. Of course, not an exact textbook pattern, but very much close to a head and shoulder pattern. Now, how do we calculate the target? Target in this case is calculated like something like this. So if I will first check what is the height of this head, and then I'll replicate it right here, and this comes to somewhere around 23,780. So let me round it off to 23,800. And if you see today, as I shoot the video, this level has been honored and the Nifty has closed very well above this level. It did go intraday below 23,800. I think today's low was 23,700. Just below that as well, 23,697. But then ultimately it recovered and closed above our crucial level. So this is one important level. Any other level that I should be checking out specifically? I feel so, yes. And for that, what we can do is just check a Fibonacci level from the lowest point to the highest point. This is the recent swing low, of course recent as in April 25, and this is the swing high that you can see. And based on this, 61% retracement comes at 23,529. So the immediate next support that I see is at 23,500. So two support levels to remember 23,800, second is 23,500. But this is like the immediate levels. What about the medium term levels for Nifty? What about the kind of a longer term levels for Nifty is what I'm going to discuss in episode 2, which will release day after tomorrow. Very important, I'm going to talk about what happened during the Russia-Ukraine war, how much was the fall, what was the impact on crude oil, which stocks outperformed during the Russia-Ukraine war, and can we take some learnings from that and apply that in the current scenario. So video is going to be extremely important. I hope you have subscribed to the channel, you have hit the bell icon as well, so as soon as I release the second episode, you will immediately get a notification. If you found value in today's video, please don't forget to smash the like button. Please don't forget to share this video with your friends. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye. You might have come across such advertisements on various social media platforms. Please note, all of these are fraudsters promising unbelievable returns through stock tips. I don't provide any calls or advisory services. I provide only educational content through my social media handles and through my website rachnaranade.com and rachnaranade.in.